All right, what's up, everyone? I'm Gag.
I'm Joban.
I'm KP.
So what are we watching today?
Today is One by Metallica. Now, this is
Me
Metallica is actually like one of my favorite like bands all time. Like actually one of my
band,
favorite
okay.
artists all time. And this song in particular is actually one of my favorite all time too.
What genre is this?
So it's metal.
Yeah,
right?
I would
okay.
I would kind of think of that from the name Metallica.
Now the thing
It could
is
be a
though,
rock band. What's it?
the thing is though, okay, it gets complicated with this the whole genre thing, right? So metal is like angry rock, okay?
Angry rock.
Angrier rock, okay?
Angrier rock.
Okay,
Like
but
the
then
ones people are yelling and
like
stuff.
and then no, but think about it. But here,
Dwayne Johnson when he do the fights.
it goes even further than that. Metallica, okay, is heavy metal, which is even angrier metal, okay. But these guys technically are thrash metal, which is an even angrier heavy metal, which is angrier metal, which is angrier rock.
Basically, they just angry.
Yeah.
The genre is just angry, and I don't know what it is. They're
To
just,
calm them down,
to calm them down.
we'll give them tiles.
Tile.
Whoa.
Make your life.
Ceramics. All right, so this song is huh?
Do it again. I barely look at all right.
Oh, my bad. All right, so this song is based on a book. It's called Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo, and the whole premise of the book, right? It was written right before World War II, right? So it was right after like 20 years after the First World War.
Yeah.
And the book was basically, it starts out, I'm just gonna give you like a summary of it, right? So it kind of helps you understand what the song's about. This guy, he wakes up, he can't see anything, right? And over the course of the book, he realizes that he has no legs, no arms, and like this part of his entire face is gone. He can't even like open his eyes because he doesn't have a face, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're feeding him with like a tube through his throat, and his lungs, he has a tube in it, right?
Yeah.
So and throughout the book, all he does is he slowly figures out he can't use anything. And then on top of that, in between some chapters, it just talks about a flashback of his life.
Okay.
It's really complicated, right?
Yeah.
The book, you're gonna have to read it if you really want to know about it.
Yeah.
If you're a fan, I
cool.
think you should read it.
I'm cool, bro.
I'll watch the video.
But yeah, it kind of helps you understand what the video is about. So yeah, the song is just about that. They kind of wrote it about that. But yeah, let's get started. It gets louder, don't worry.
It does?
It gets louder. It's metal.
It's metal.
It's metal. It gets louder.
Yeah, that's true. So
There's the
apparently-
bombing and everything
Mhm.
in the back right now.
Yeah, this is the you fucking figure it out.
Oh shit! Starting out with an explosion.
This is from the movie, right? They have clips from the movie that they're
okay.
showing, so like they're performing on them.
Oh, it's from an early movie as well.
Yeah, it's right. It's like the book is or the movie's based on the book, and the song is based on the movie. Yeah, this is the guy right here. Yeah. So you see how he's like a mask on his face because he can't see anything, and this is like a flashback.
I like the concept.
Mhm.
Oh, I think it's hard.
Mhm. I like how it just tells a story. That's what I like about the music video. This is their first music video, by the way.
Oh wow.
And it was in this album came out in '89. They'd been doing stuff since like the early '80s.
Oh, really?
So it took like a long time for them to actually make a music video.
Before they're just selling records.
Their albums and stuff. And this is off their fourth album too. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
It looks pretty like well thought.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything.
it's a very good concept. I like
Yeah.
it.
Then this probably must be a high budget
Hi.
thing.
I don't know.
For
I mean,
that time.
I mean, they're just in a warehouse.
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about just
Oh,
effects, special
yeah,
effects and stuff like that.
Like, do you see that right there? Like he's breathing with like a big thing, so he can't breathe on his own.
He's pretty angry.
Yeah, Lars's face. he's a very average drummer, so he works hard to play. He has to work hard to keep up with the rest of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all really great. Just Lars is like very average when he's drumming. I think he's good though, right? But
Picking up the pace.
mhm. see that shit right there? It's like pumping oxygen.
Yeah. Bro, his face is too funny.
Did you hear that line right there? It said, "In pump life that I must feel." Because, you know, it's actually, it's just like literally pumping
Yeah.
you know, like life from. But yeah, Lars' face in this is so funny. I mean, if you're a Metallica fan, right? If you ever seen like live performances of them, his face just always like doing some weird shit every time he's like drumming. It's so fucking
Really?
hilarious. Yeah, it's always doing some random ass shit. It's so
Oh.
funny watching him. This dude is
You
like,
watched like their live
yeah, I watch a lot of. I mean, I'm a huge Metallica fan. I watch all the live performances. Yeah.
Are they all still like together and stuff?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've changed out the guy who plays the bass.
Uh-huh.
So like they had the guy who originally played the bass, right?
Yeah.
And he was there for their first 3 albums, but then he died.
Oh,
They were in Europe on tour, and like the bus flipped over, and
Oh,
that guy
shit.
ended up dying. Yeah,
Oh, what the fuck?
he ended up dying. He's considered one of the greatest like bass players ever, but you know he died too early for him to actually kind of live up to that hype. But
Oh.
so this is the first album with this new bassist.
Okay.
It's the first
Show
album
me-
with
show me
it.
which one he is.
They're all, I was gonna say he has long hair, but they all have
They all-
they all have long hair. He was with them until the early 2000s, and they got a
Okay.
new one now. The other guy's been with them for the last like 15, 20 years now.
So they're still performing stuff?
They still perform. Yeah, they just had an album come out last year. All right,
So wait, so they've been making music since the 80s and still...
early 80s, like I think 81.
And they still make music today?
Yeah, 81 was their first album, Kill 'Em All. Obviously, you know it's a metal band, Kill 'Em All. And then they had 4 albums in the
Going on, like,
80s.
almost, what, 30,
Mhm.
30 some years?
30 years. Oh shit, it's almost 30 years now. Fuck, it's right.
2019.
Yes, it's almost 30 years now.
If it's been, yeah.
It's been like what 20? Yeah, it's been
2020 is almost coming up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's about-
they're about to hit almost 40.
So
Yeah.
Still got time.
So I think that's Kirk right there. That's the guy who's the main guitarist. That's
Mhm.
Lars, obviously.
Mhm.
This one is James, I think. Yeah, that one's James. He's the guy that was singing, and that's I think fuck's his name? I just forgot his name. Holy shit!
So much for a Metallica band. Fam.
I don't remember his name right now.
So
Good job.
are the videos normally always like dark? Like,
They- no,
they don't
it's-
have,
well,
like, too many
actually,
lights and stuff, or-
So in the 90s they started getting like #1 albums, right? Because they
Okay.
switched up their style a little bit. They
Mhm.
became a little softer. I say softer because not really too much, but they did become softer.
Uh,
And they were like kind of weird. Like you couldn't really tell what they like. Each video has a different concept for it,
Okay.
you know. So like this
so
one
not
was
all
like,
videos have like
super
like,
dark,
content.
like it's super in a
They're not in
warehouse.
a warehouse and all
They're not in a
videos
warehouse.
jumping.
Can you imagine each video is
It's
in a
like
warehouse?
the same warehouse.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Every
we had
window?
this warehouse for 30
Mhm.
years now.
It's
Send
a
one to
separate.
another warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That's the
the
bass
bass
person?
player. Jason, that's his name. Jason. I totally forgot his name.
Do you listen to this at the gym?
Yeah, I actually listened to this at the
Just
gym.
wants to-
So at the gym,
He's
right?
like, he's like, oh.
So okay, Preet's not
Listening
here,
to
right?
that?
Preet's not here, but he always gets to the gym with me, right? But
Yeah.
I listen to stuff off their first 3 albums, right? Which is a lot. Or actually, no, the first 4 albums, including this one, right? Off the album, the song this album came from.
Yeah.
Because in the 80s, they had like they were very like stereotypical metal, right?
Mhm.
You know, where just like, you know, long hair, they're just fucking, you know, doing
Yeah,
this
yeah,
the
yeah.
entire time. In the 90s, they kind of switched over to like a softer metal, kind of almost, not really rock, but, you know, softer than this. And then, you know, they kind of switched back in the 2000s, but yeah. I mainly listen to shit from the 80s when I'm at the gym. It's either them and Iron Maiden, which is another heavy metal band, but yeah. It gets you pumped up, you know what I'm saying?
That's his pre-workout right there.
Yeah. I don't need no damn drink.
Goes to the gym, just
Just go in there.
It's like,
But it's very tame right now, the song, you know?
oh,
Like
that's
it-
tame.
yeah. But it's not like
And
bad,
I'm slowly like just listening to the
Yeah.
lyrics and stuff and
Yeah.
smashing with the,
Mhm.
the video as it goes along.
You saw his face again? Yeah. Lars, man. God bless him.
That's from the movie.
Yeah. He's trying to do SOS right now. So you see that part, right?
When
Uh,
he's doing this.
No, no, no. You see that part where he's like right before this, where he's like, that was like the wonder of the century or whatever, right? In the book, right, it talks about how because he realizes that he's just it's like towards the end of the book he realizes that he just fucked up, right? He can't do
Yeah.
anything. He's just there. He was like, they're gonna like parade me around city to city, like I'm some type of like wonder of the world. They're gonna show me off to the world, and he's kind of like like scared of that. And if you see him jerking his head, he starts using SOS to like try and communicate, or not SOS, like Morse code. He says SOS a lot. Like that's like the he does this, which means SOS, right? He keeps doing that with his head to try and communicate with everyone, which I think is pretty it's pretty cool. Cool way of doing it. You see them right there?
So he's a war veteran.
I think he jumped on in the movie he jumped on a grenade, but I think he got bombed, but in the book he stepped on a mine, I think. I don't remember though. I might have switched that up.
Shit.
What?
It's getting more and more
Yeah.
intense.
Oh, he said the Morse
Yeah.
code. Why is he saying SOS?
Help.
For
He wants help.
oh,
He's stuck. He's stuck where he is.
can you not hear it?
He can't. I don't think he can hear anything either. I don't know. Did you hear that? He's a product of your profession, not mine. Damn.
The movie looks really interesting.
Yeah. Oh, there's a guitar solo right here. Ooh.
Oh,
Bro, these dudes are going crazy.
I know, yeah. That takes mad skill. Look at that shit. That's fucking crazy.
Some shit straight out of Guitar Hero.
I know. I think this song is actually really hard to play on Guitar Hero. Just because of that solo.
God.
what is the nurse trying to do?
Trying to kill him. To, leave him. Or
So he dies at the end?
it doesn't say anything in the book, but I haven't watched the movie, so he might have actually died in the movie. To, end the plot.
So they're just like playing the movie now and then just they're not singing anymore.
Yeah, it's just like the outro thing. Yeah, just all it is at the end right here. Damn, it's kind of sad.
I'm like,
Yeah.
So he dies.
Yeah, I think he ends up dying at the end.
This was very interesting.
It is.
I've never seen anything like
Yeah.
this.
nah, I haven't either. I
It's my
get
first
why
time
you listen to this at the
it.
gym. It does get you
Yeah.
rushing. Just to get.
Well, I just be there.
Yeah.
Just freaking listen.
You
I feel
Halfway
like
through, just
you're just gonna drop that thing.
hell yeah.
when the solos come on.
You're just pumping reps out, man.
I don't know.
No, but this in the book it actually goes even into more detail about like it doesn't show him dying, right? But at the end, because the book is a very anti-war novel book,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So he was blacklisted as an author, so he couldn't like write shit or something. But
Wow.
in the States or whatever. He's also part of the Communist Party in the States. I don't know. I don't know.
That probably has a lot to do.
That's right, has a lot to do with it. But yeah, in the book, it just talks about the horrors of war,
Yeah.
right? And he used this guy as an example,
Yeah.
that this is the horrors of war. If I think the last 2 pages talks about if people really knew what was going on, would people still go to war?
Right, and then there's one of the lines is just save me or something like that.
Yeah, save yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
overall, pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like this song because it goes slow, right? It starts out real nice and slow, and then it builds up
Yeah.
to
Like a lot.
it builds up
It
a lot.
goes up.
Like, it goes like this.
I was
straight
just fixated just them going
Yeah.
ham on the
Yeah.
guitar and then the drum, and then just cutscene.
Yeah.
But I like in 7 minutes, like they show the whole movie.
Basically, the main plot
Main
points
part,
of,
yeah.
and
So
it
you
showed
kinda
like
understand what was happening.
going
yeah, you
on,
understand.
yeah.
Which
It's
was really nice. I thought it
Yeah.
was really unique about that.
It's a video that has a video. And
Yeah, yeah.
It's video concepts.
I don't think they do that nowadays, huh? Right?
they don't really put a lot of effort into music videos nowadays.
Yeah.
It's just like it's more of like CG and bullshit that they just put on. That's it. That's all it is.
Music videos nowadays. No, there's people that still put effort into that. Then there's the quick and one like what that looks like they've been shot in like less than 2 days.
Oh yeah. All right, so yeah, thank you for watching. Let us know what else you want us to react to.
And like always, like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.